Normally, I even have my sound on. I'm so rattled I can't even get my sound on. Oh my well, it's sticky. It's a sticky one. It's sticky, but it's sticky. Listen, nasty November, you know. Nasty November. Football comes at you fast. Yeah. Running off wins in October, we're saying keep your feet on the ground. A rough November, and we could be in the same spot that we talked about Liverpool being in. Right? November comes at you fast. Now, I don't see we losing 4 in a row, but draws at this stage in the season could be very, very sticky. You're unworthy. You're ungrateful, is what that man said, of wearing the shirt. They clipped the Bruce Banana of me, Jez, Normsky, and Shane and Views talking about we are ungrateful because we're criticizing the manager because he's winning all these games. Just yesterday, clipped it, made a meal out of it. All of a sudden, Arteta reversed the type with his cowardly self. Now, I see quite a few. Big up to everyone locked in. I wasn't going to hide. You know I wasn't. You know who I'm looking for in this chat, though? We all are looking for him. Boy 10. Where the hell is Boy 10 Dio with all the chess? See, he can put that energy out there and run. I can't. Looking for him. They kept saying, this year's feels different. I'm like, shit, it feels the same to me. Mikel Arteta back in his cowardice. Mikel Arteta back in the space of being a PU2S. You know what I'm talking about. So you smell that? What's that? What a coward little man. Now I got to big up a couple of people who are tuned in because I know everyone is fuming just like I am. Yeah. LFC Master said, I'm looking forward to this one. I'm not in meltdown mode yet. I'm not in meltdown mood yet, right? Because keep your feet on the ground. Nasty November. Football comes at you fast. Liverpool had a rough October. Bam. In what, 3 match weeks. 5-point lead, 1-point deficit, 4 skid. Look like it's all gloom and doom. We're not immune to that. Been saying it. What's happened to them can happen to us. But nope, best squad in Europe. How come we only made 1 sub today with the best squad in Europe? 1 sub, Eze. Off. What's his name on? Mascara. Bring on a defender and we still concede. Arteta took a gamble to hang on to the end. But we had no outball up front and low energy due to the lack of subs. 2 points dropped. Now, I'm glad you said that, the AFC always, because now I get to latch on to these 2 points dropped, and I add them to the 2 points that we dropped at the Emirates, and I add them to the 3 points that we dropped at Anfield, and bang, 7 points right at his feet. That's what I'm on. So forgive me, Positive Dan. Forgive me, Boy 10, if I'm not blindly following a manager who has cost us all 7 points that we have dropped this season. Unworthy to be an Arsenal fan. Ungrateful, they said. Ungrateful, because I'm not blindly following someone who can't beat Sunderland. Dropping points again from winning position. Sound familiar? Sounds familiar, anyone? We're dropping points from a position, winning position. 2-1 up, bring on a defender, try to see out the game, and you end up losing because this is a loss, no matter how you spin it. We were 6 points clear. Man City win tomorrow, 4 points clear. 6 points from Man City. That was striking distance. Striking distance. Easily. Now, the facts of this situation are, people, the 2022/2023 team that bottled the 8-point lead was in better form than this one. That team racked up 50 points from 19 games. So, worst team, better form, bigger lead, bottled it. How is this going to spin? Sounds familiar. At the first opportunity to go back in his shell and be a coward little man, he did it. That I put it in the thumbnail, people. That Trossard wonder strike moment of brilliance deserved a win. That would have been a winner. Now, your manager cost you that, Leandro. Your manager cost you that game ball, cost us 2 points, cost us 7 points altogether with his cowardly tactics. He let this best defense shit get to his head. Go back and look at the narrative around the Slavia Prague game when they got the penalty and look how he was acting and all that shit because he did not want to concede. This best defense shit, we're up 2-1, couple minutes left. Let me throw on a defender. Best defense shit get to his head. What are you doing? I know you all, man, have. Oh, Jesus. Oh. Let me not even go on that tangent. Let me get through. Big up Shane Gooner in the building. Big up to you, bro. Appreciate you checking in. Appreciate your comment. Human. I'm getting worked up. AFC always, I've said before, and I will say it again, mentality from the team and Arteta, when the tough get going, we fold like a deck of cards. And that's instructions from the manager, isn't it? Saka should have. Why was Saka on the pitch so long? There was a run down the right side. I think it was Granit Xhaka who chased down Bukayo Saka and caught him. Peter Drury said Granit Xhaka wears his age on his jersey. Saka is 24 and was chased down by Ethan is on the bench. The best squad in Europe. Their words, not ours. We've never said that. But after we rotated against Brighton and we rotated against Slavia Prague somewhat, we didn't rotate against Slavia Prague. After we rotated against Brighton, I mean. Best squad in Europe. That was the narrative. One sub. What are we talking about? Stack him tonight. Right now, 7 points. And hey, listen, we're keeping the receipts, AJ. We're absolutely keeping them. I'm here for it. You still win the Prem. I think you forget who our manager is. Big up to Hendo. Hope you're good. Can you hear the sound of all the thuds? It's thousands of muted Arteta sexuals crashing back down to earth. It's more a filler than killer. Hey, Hendo, we're there, my bro. Arteta is a coward. And this is why Arsenal will not win anything this season. Brother, where am I going to disagree with that? Not so good evening. 2 points drop, bro. 7 altogether. We're keeping a tally. We're keeping a running crowd. And so the crumble begins. Big up to Gunnar. We got so lucky with the international break. If we had another game, and I think we would have had a tough time. Nasty November, Gunnar. Nasty, nasty November. Appreciate you dropping Shane's link in the chat there, LFC Monster. Nasty November is upon us. Tottenham next. And they were shit today. They'll be up for that. Best defense. Got to his head. Throw on another defender. Are you serious? Big up to Alvin. Hope you're good, bro. Why so down, people? It's just one game. You didn't get a win. The big blue shark. The big blue shark. Breaking news: Arsenal can lead it to go. You wanted it. I did say that. Man, get the fuck out of here with this bullshit. By the way, I wrote that message at hour and a half. I saw it. I was out, so I did the thumbnail and stuff while I was out. I checked the comments while I was driving home, and then I came straight in with my yak and sat down. Strange how the world's greatest tactician couldn't see out a 2-1 lead against a newly promoted team. Speak on it. Newly promoted, you know. Yeah, y'all heard me say the table lies. It does lie. Palace. I said Palace. Sunderland are not the second best team in the land. Right now, Chelsea are 6 points behind us. And we got them in 2 weeks. Or in 2 games. Yeah? Stumble against Tottenham. Chelsea could go above us in the league. And all of a sudden, then can we have the conversation about us running away with the league? Arsenal's title to lose. Arsenal's title to win and all this shit. What are we doing? AFC always. What's the point of having squad depth if this manager does not use it? Oh, my day. One sub. Saka couldn't run at the end. Xhaka chased him down. Granted, Xhaka, you know. Declan Rice. You know what? Let me pause for a second and take off my negative cap or my reasonable cap or my whatever cap. And let me give Declan some flowers, yeah? Because this young man, if he ever pulls up with an injury, we may not make top 4. We go down the goal. I'm not even upset at us for the goal, right? A set piece floated into the box. They reacted well to the first goal. Not gonna lie. David Raya, no one is saving that. If anything, Declan Rice, who I'm about to big up, is probably more at fault for that goal because he failed to track his man. He kind of just nonchalantly was jogging there, yeah? And the ball goes into net. But Declan Rice, that our equalizer was all him. This is what he does. This whole him pushing up the pitch, playing further up the pitch, late box crashing. No, that's not him. He's set piece master, cleanup man. Win the ball back, give it to an attacker. Who the attacker he gave it to? Eze. Who Eze played the ball into Marino because Eze, in an attacking sense, knows where the spaces are. Plays the ball quickly to Marino, lays it off to Saka, bang. Now, I know people are getting on to Eze, but this is what he does. Just like against Brighton, on the left side, the ball comes to Eze, slips away from his man, play the ball to Marino to Lewis Kelly to Nwaneri goal. Same thing today. Declan, break the play up, give it to an attacker. That's what he's fantastic. And if it wasn't for him today, we'd probably lose this game. No cap, because his ability to sniff out danger, man of the match performance for me. So big Declan up every single time. I'm so annoyed, man. Tony Claude was introduced to the reality of this manager today, all cussing me in the chat just to get sucker punched. Now, what a wonder strike from Trossard. I dropped into Tony Claude's stream as well after the Trossard strike. I'm like, what a brilliant strike. That deserves a winner. The low lights playing back in the background. I don't even want to look up and watch this shit. You can't lie. What a goal. Brilliant strike. And then the manager decides to see out the game. Bring it on and take off your only attacking midfielder on the pitch and bring on a defender only to concede. And Gabriel, my brother, you see, this is the reason why Gabriel is vice. And this is why we say Declan is captain. Brother, Gabriel, you have to win that there. I've stood next to this Gabriel brother in Nuremberg in 2023 for preseason in Germany. That boy is 6'3". He is a unit. Brian Bobby is about 5'10", 5'11". You have to win there, Gabriel. You did the same thing you did today away at St. James's Park 2 seasons ago, a little push in the back and you flailed. Matter of fact, you did the same thing at Newcastle this year when Walter Made scored. You have to do better, Gabriel. You can't you have to win that ball. You fouled your own damn goalkeeper. You have to do better there. Looking for a foul. Come on, Tony, don't do that. You're going to be anchoring the defense. You have to win that. Moments, big moments. You're in conversations with the best center backs in the Premier League. You can't have that happen. You can't be getting muscled by someone who's 5'10". You're 6'3". Come on, bro. I've been crying about this manager's cowardice. You cannot invite pressure on with no outlet. It's more likely you will concede. Thanks. But that's what I'm saying, G. Wills. He's letting this best defense shit go to his head where he thinks he can just invite pressure on. And how crazy is it that as soon as we concede, all of a sudden we're up the pitch? Why weren't we up the pitch putting pressure on them? We have the ball, they can't score. The soonest kickoff, we were in their half. We literally could have scored. Brilliant save by whoever that block was on Marino. But as soon as they score, we go up the pitch and score. That proves that that's what we should have been doing in the first place. Deliberate cowardice by the manager to invite pressure onto us. Ball after ball after ball after ball. You play the numbers, it's going to happen. Second half to begin with, excuse me, we were all over them. They couldn't get a sniff to start the second half. Then a 2-1 lead, we're trying to see out the game. Did he not learn from a 0-0 draw at Anfield? Trying to play for a draw, lose the game. Trying to shore up a win, draw. This is bad. This is terrible. Big up to Suge. Love, bro. Appreciate you. I wish you had caught me in a better mood. But big up to you. Hit the likes and subscribe. I should learn not to be up at 3:30 a.m. Heading to the gym soon. Take it out on the punching bag. Big up to you, Suge, man. Thank you. Thank you, man. You're an absolute legend. My God. 7 points. We're keeping a running tally, people, of how many points this pussy all has cost us this year, only because he don't know how to attack teams. Best squad. Yeah, bro, I think you forgot who the manager is. You say we're still winning the Premier League. We're in November. This isn't even squeaky bum time. The pressure cooker hasn't even started whistling yet. The pressure cooker is just on the stove with the water in it. It hasn't started. Hasn't started yet. But the first sign of pressure, Man throws on a defender for your attacker. If he took Subamendi out because he's on a yellow to shore up the back line, and you give Eze an outlet, but he takes off the only attacking midfielder on the pitch, and Saka is out there who can't run. Now, if you bring on Ethan, one, he can run, and you can give him clear instruction. Hey, for these next 5 minutes, I need you to be the outlet, but you have fresh legs, track your man and run back. But we got the outlet pass, and Saka let Xhaka chase him down to get the ball off him. The very first. But what annoyed me is that you sub off Eze, put on a defender, and still concede. Points dropped from winning position. It sounds too familiar. They kept saying this feels different. It feels the fucking same to me. This is the same shit sandwich that we're eating as long as he is the head of the snake. Make sure that we're subbing to Shane Guna, people. Right. No, so are we allowed to complain now, AFC? Asking for a friend. So to whoever clipped us up on the Bruce Banana and said we're ungrateful and we're unworthy of being Arsenal fans, are we allowed to complain now? Because the 6-point lead wasn't safe, and a damn sure 4-point lead won't be. Now we're sitting here hoping Liverpool and City draw tomorrow, which probably won't happen because Liverpool haven't drawn a game this season. They've either won or lost. Didn't Arteta say you deserve? I don't even know what the fuck he said. I'm not even interested at this point because I don't do his press conference before the game because they annoy me, and I'm already annoyed, so it's only going to annoy me more. Big up to Guna Rican. If Pep wins again and we don't, we wasted 4 opportunities to win a league. Arteta should be handed his P45 expeditiously, like T.I. said. So I'm sure that you all have seen the AFTV release saying that it was Berta who said the window is not complete because Arsenal had considered their business done after Mascara was signed. And it was Berta who convinced the board to get Eze and Nketiah, which makes complete sense. Because if Arteta wanted him, Eze, he would have, 1, he would have been on the plane to Singapore. 2, he wouldn't have agreed to terms with Tottenham and be playing in a Community Shield and playing in a Premier League game against Chelsea where he could have gotten hurt. This manager who's so risk averse would risk a player that he wanted to play for another Premier League team. No, he wouldn't have done that. So he clearly didn't want, and every opportunity he gets, he hooks him. However, the fact that Bertha went ahead and did this tells me that Bertha is looking long-term and he's looking beyond Mikel. Looking beyond him. Because don't win again. This squad is too good enough to give him a 5th try. You don't get 5 times to fail. Where they do that at? Oh, Arsenal. That's where they do that at. Man, shit the bed. And complaining about the smell, G Wills. Big up to Waffle. Big up to you, Mo. Man, put in some serious work today. 3-hour stream, you know. Marino almost scored. Should have scored, really. Brilliant block by them, though. I wasn't too annoyed at Marino. Perfect layoff for Saka. Brilliant finish for Saka. Weak leg. Near post, good on the equalizer. Other than that, Saka didn't do much. You know, man is about to be sitting on the bench looking at Nani Madueke take his spot. Who would have known? Why do we have a manager so scared you can bring Ethan on with fresh legs to pressure to score the third? Imagine that. That's what I'm on, Mark. Perfect analysis right here. Caps. Bozo gene back in full effect. There, that bozo gene in Gabriel doing that. This is the second time this season. He's been culpable for 2 goals. Now, we haven't lost those games, but damn, this one feels like a loss. Because you see out the game, bro. Saliba fell asleep on that play as well. Because Gabriel has that guy to the front and another Sunderland player behind him. And Saliba's got caught ball watching. And here come Clumsy Raya. Marino is a slow player, plus he was tired. There was no press on their defense. They were picking out passes way too easy, needed fresh legs. What the fuck is this? Brother, deepest squad, best squad in Europe, but yeah, don't know how to use it. Man can't manage this squad. Maybe he was right all along when he was saying he prefers a smaller squad because now he gets this player, he gets this bunch, right? Norgard, remember the good business merchant. Where was he today to come shore up the midfield? Nope, nothing. Declan Rice is out there running his ass off. So mad, man. You noticed when Cowardice plays, he takes pressure off our wingers. Yeah, because you see those what G Wills just talked about. Marino was tired and couldn't get there. Those close down plays, Cowardice gets there because he has pace. You know, Marino runs with jeans on. Arteta gave that look today that he was lost. Yep. You know, the stroking of the chin that we saw in every game that we dropped point. Remember those 14 games that we drew last year? And how many of them that we drew from winning positions? That look of him just out there stroking his beard, clueless. Yeah. That first goal that he was over there trying to huddle up, trying to draw up a play. He wasn't even noticed what was going on. Declan Rice won the ball back. That goal was all him. Moment of brilliance from Declan doing what Declan does. Another moment of brilliance from Leandro Trossard. What a strike, young man. Raya didn't need to run out either. He's wild. That's wild and clumsy. Just flailing. It's like, like when an NBA player is trying to block an inbound pass for the final play. That's what he was looking. Getting disgraced, man. Oh, my God. Football comes at you fast, Waffle Don. Nasty November. Nasty November. I don't anticipate us losing but we don't need to lose at this point. Because we got Chelsea and Tottenham next, and Man City and Liverpool. Favorable run. We see how he deals with this. Big up to Latvian. Get this fraud out. He's scared like a little child from the monster under the bed and afraid to face it. Cowardly, man. Coward, let me bring on mascara to try to see out a 2-1 lead. I was sitting there like, okay, there is no way we're about to do it at Tottenham today. Albeit Tottenham was at home, but we have the best road record in the league. It's Sunderland, guys. This is the same Sunderland I picked United to beat up a couple of weeks ago. United beat them up. Now, what message does it send to the league now? You're locking up shop against a newly promoted side. So when did you see the cowardice? We go to Anfield with the lineup. You see the cowardice when City came to the Emirates. That Liverpool wasn't clicking yet. That City team wasn't clicking yet. So you really think this guy is going to go to the Etihad at the business end of the season and give us a proper result with his tactics? Nah, brother, that's long. Arteta is a coward and lost us the game, bottling the league. Absolute coward, my bro. You smell that? You smell that? You smell that? You smell Arteta? I didn't get to watch the full game. Was the first goal of a set piece? Yep. So Zubimendi fouled the guy. Debatable whether it was a foul. They lobbed it into the box. He was flicked on. They reacted to it. We did bang. Yeah, right. He couldn't have saved that. Ballad rossed it into the corner, man. He rossed it. Bang. Ah, man. Godfrey. Big up, Godfrey. That ending was so damn annoying. I'm sitting there looking at it like, yeah, we just did a Tottenham. Have the game won. Claw back away from home. Champions mentality. Brilliant from Trossard. To sit back for 9 minutes. 9 minutes. Just invite the pressure on. Let them lob crosses after crosses after crosses. And let me big up Sunderland for 1 second, yeah? Because Sunderland is staying up. Them men are on what? They're on 19 points. They're halfway there, and we're 11 games played. So they're staying up. Arteta, man. What a absolute coward. But big up, man. Big up to the legend that is E. Ross in the building, y'all. Big him up, big him up, big him up.
Maybach music.
Rosé born stunner. I can blow money. When I'm shopping, that ain't no money. I think I'm Big Meech. Larry Hoover. Whipping work. I'm so sophisticated. To get a verse from me, you gotta be initiated. I'm burning purple flowers, it's burning my chest. I bury the most cash and burning the rest. Collar on my polo.
Maybach music.
Eros enters the chat. Give me a chance to pour my yak to calm me down, man. Because this motherfucker, Mikel Arteta, unworthy to be Arsenal fans if you don't blindly follow the guy who can't see how to play a game against a championship team. Suge, for fuck's sake, Raya, you're coming out in the 94th minute to clear the ball. Don't try catching it. Clumsy. He has that. It's just my 7-year-old is braver than Arteta. You know what I'm saying? Like, so let's get it in our heads now, people. It's gonna be a whole bunch of sneaky bum games, squeaky bum games. Because if he can't go away as Sunderland and put in a performance, he's damn sure not gonna go to the Etihad and do it. Because he already showed that when he went to Anfield what he was. He showed his hand at Anfield in match week 3. So he's not gonna go to City in match week 33 or whenever we go there and be brave. It's not him. And it's not like the players are going to take it upon themselves to do it. You know, Eze look like he's out there just being playing cautiously. Don't want to piss the manager off because Eze knows that if he doesn't do what Arteta wants, he won't play. Eze don't play, Tuchel don't call him up. He don't go to the World Cup. Eze knows that he's not Arteta's favorite. We just talked about it was Berta who went to the board after the business was concluded and brought Eze. So Eze knows that he's not wanted by this guy. So he's going to toe the line. He don't trust one area. So if you don't trust him, Caps, you shouldn't dress him. Don't put him on the bench and dress him if you don't trust him. You know? Because sooner or later, when the guy realizes that you don't trust him, then he won't trust you. Because you made him sign a new deal. He signed a new deal so he could play football. He signed a new deal so he could improve. You don't get better at football by not playing it. So what? Listen. Yeah, man. Big up to Suge every single time. Some more dappings going on. Norgard could come on for Zubi. Zubi was stinky today. Zubi had little moments. He tried to play Eze in a couple of times with a couple of flick-ons and shit like that. But that was a get caught out of position. He had to foul, gave up the foul that led to the goal. But he just takes off Eze at every chance that he gets. And I'm annoyed that we conceded while you brought in a defender and he did not work. Wait, which idiot clip up the Bruce Banana and what? I won't even give him any free promotion over here. Guna SC. But yeah, I'm ungrateful. You know, Shane, Views, the Jezza, you know, ungrateful. Man been supporting Arsenal for 57 years, but he's ungrateful because he's not blindly following him. So the trigger point, what triggered them to make that clip is when Jez says Arteta was tactically inept. That was on Thursday. Fast forward 48 hours later, he proves exactly what Jez said about him. He's tactically inept. Because Sunderland was bringing on fresh legs, new tactics, trying to win the game, trying to score. Arteta's trying to see out the game. When he's the one with the deepest squad, he is the one who's 6 years in. He is the one with £1 billion spent trying to see out the game against Regis Debris, however you say. But today was not a good performance. Joke of a substitution from Arteta, or the lack thereof. One sub. They meant the fact that we were able, as soon as they scored, whatever they scored in like 90 whatever plus minute, then the camera flashed again. We were in their half, almost scoring. So how all of a sudden we have the legs to go attack? Deliberately invited pressure on. What the hell is that about? These are not mistakes you make at the highest level of football on the kind of money that these men are on. I dare us to finish second again. Sack this mofo clown right now. This isn't bleeding. It's brother. It's as if these men don't have enough shit to banter us with. A fourth second. Nah. I'm gonna find some quotes now. Now, if we didn't trust a 6-point lead, with City behind us. Tomorrow it could be 4 for City. And if Liverpool win, it could be 5. So obviously we're hoping for a draw because that's the only result that works in our favor. But it was mad. Did the Sunderland bench tell Arteta that we deserve to win just like PSG one day? I'm pretty sure he said something in his press conference other than hold himself accountable or hold himself to account. Boy 10, where are you? Mr. Quad. Anyone seen Boy 10 floating around the spaces? Summons him to the carpet. He needs to come answer for his manager. Arteta is the reason why the chair in the corner of everyone. Oh, Jesus. Excuse me. Monkey off our back. One waited 80 minutes to make a sub suck his clat. Brother, we're keeping account. 3 points at Anfield he cost us. 2 points at the Emirates versus City. And today, that's 7. We're keeping a running count. Because if we lose the league, we know where to find the points that he fucks us up. It should have been 1 year, even if he had gone to win the game at the Assemble. But you have... Why are you adding on to the defense to invite pressure on? What are you doing? Yeah, I'm going to put on another defender so y'all can attack us more. What kind of strategy is that? That is crazy. Did anyone else look at Liverpool or City games in November and December outside of playing each other? I'm expecting them to win every game. Yeah, I'll tell you. Liverpool next game is Forest, West Ham, Sunderland, Leeds. Yeah, I expect them to win those all. City's game after Liverpool, Newcastle, tough. It's at Newcastle away. Then they have Leeds, Fulham, Sunderland at home. And I expect them to win all of those as well. While we have Chelsea, Tottenham, Brentford, Villa. Nasty November, Suge. Nasty. The man forced it in the 88th minute, drained Saka and Trossard to sprint back and across. How about sub on Ethan and Max with fresh legs so they do the running good on counters? Facts. How do you anticipate stupidity? But this is the thing, the Assemble. We don't have to anticipate Arteta's stupidity. We just have to look at his history. He has a rap sheet. You know, he shows us what he's on. Every time he has the opportunity to be brave, he does the opposite. He cowers. Now, they were able to make excuses for him. Oh, it's Anfield. You don't go to Anfield and open up and play expansive football. We weren't asking for that. We just weren't asking for 3 DMs. At home against City. Oh, no one that slapped City. They got Haaland. He's a goal-scoring machine. We kept Haaland quiet that day. But how do you defend this? He's talking in the background. I need to mute this shit. No, I can't. I can't. I can't. Like my man View said, I can't. Oh my God. But you know, going into the international break is going to be a long one for Arsenal fans. Be prepared. Listen, you are about to get memed and bantered over the next 2-3 weeks. It's going to be long. Even though we're top of the league, because we know Cowardice doesn't stop running. He works hard, but out of position. Probably how he got. Yeah, that's facts. It's very easy to connect those dots. You know, it's not even crazy. Now that we have to wait for City pool result, if City wins, we are in trouble. They smell blood. They didn't even have to look at the result to smell blood. They look at the substitution pattern. They'll be like, yep, same old Mikhail. Same old Arteta. He is doing the Arteta thing. He doesn't believe in his squad. He doesn't believe they're good enough. The same way we went to the Etihad and played for a draw, did 0-0 that season. He doesn't believe. He does not believe that he has what it takes to go toe-to-toe with Sunderland. A draw could be the best tomorrow, but I'm still fuming nonetheless. I hear it. G. Wills, man killed our attack with about 15 minutes left. This Arteta brother is the most cowardly pussy alive. Fresh legs up front, we win that game. I hear it. I did see a BBK. Hey, you did say. I predicted a 1-0. I didn't predict a blitz or any kind of complete domination like Burnley and that. It was a 1-0 game. A 1-0 can be a comfortable 1-0, or it can be you're unlucky, you hit the post a couple of times. But it's not like we were working their goalkeeper. You know, the first half, they were better than us. Not gonna lie, the first half, Sunderland they came out and did what I think Slavia Prague was trying to do: be physical, rough us up, be direct, and they did that, and they got some change out of it. Now we reacted second half. I'm not gonna lie, we reacted and did well. The assemble Godfrey. Everyone can see the problems, but this manager, there's nothing wrong with the issue itself. That's the issue in and of itself. Yeah, they're going to make an excuse for his substitution today, or his lack thereof. Any complaints? No. We have won the last 10 games, not conceded any goals. We have seen players injured, and the team has been phenomenal in performance as a result. So let's keep going, Arteta said. Yeah, politics, isn't it? Word salad. Nothing in this tells me that he's being held. He's holding himself accountable for dropping 2 points today. Did he say anything? Did they ask him? Because they usually ask him to ask the cliche question. Hey, was that a point gained or 2 points dropped? Anyone who is saying that's a point gained need to be slapped. We asked for 5 games, just 5 games, almost. Almost. And like my brother Views is saying here, almost gets you. What almost gets you? Second. Almost gets you second again. Ole. Almost gets you a runners-up medal. Almost gets you semifinal in the Champions League. Almost gets you semifinal in the EFL Cup. Yeah. We got Palace in the EFL Cup. You ain't gonna beat Palace playing like that, bro. By the time international break is over, I don't want to see Mikel as manager. Unfortunately, Guna SC, we are stuck with this bitch. Big up to E. Ross. He needs his best 11 to do anything, yeah? And that's the hallmark of what? Because we see the manager at Brighton, plug and play this player, X player. Whenever Brighton puts a player on, you assume that he is good and they've scouted well because their system does not change. They play the same brand of football. Yeah. And this is after losing their manager, their entire backroom staff. This is from losing their goalkeeper, Sanchez, Cucurella, Big Dan Burn, Ben White, McAllister, Caicedo, Trossard. They've lost all their men and still play the same way. Mr. Tax, E. Ross in the house. City and Pool go to Sunderland. Will get 3 points. Everyone but us, bro. Bad result today. I'm not defending this one bit. We can't. Honestly, the players fought, but Arteta snatched it away from them. Help the lads, freshen the attack. They were burnt. Yeah. And this is exactly why I put the title in the thumbnail, G Wills. That strike from Trossard deserves to be a match winner. That boy needs to be interviewed at the end of the game talking about how well he struck that ball. You know what I'm saying? But they're out here dropping points, arguing with man, hugging and kissing with Granit Xhaka. Yeah. Them two got me hyped up. So, yeah, I wish that man could have got some kind of lift in the final 90 seconds to see out the game. Yeah? Because Gabriel has to be stronger there. I'm sorry. He walks into the chat and remind me of Cheers to the dude. Everyone walks in and everyone shoots. That's what he is, man. He Ross is the boss of the chat room, man. Oh, it's cute bully. And we sack this stuff that's merchant. Yeah, second from first. Make history, Arsenal. First. Love it. I do not celebrate draws, even when they drew 12 games from that invincible season. Facts. Under this manager, he has proven his best 11. He can't do it. Another great point. I think Caps was referring to. He needs his best 11. The thing is, when he has his best 11 and we go out and we blitz teams and we're playing well, then he looks like a genius. But Mikel, that's not when we need you. If we only need you when everything is going right, then you're not a problem solver. Like, they call me when shit's wrong. If everything is functioning right, Chief Chambers does not get a phone call. But when it does go wrong, that's when I make my money. And today it was going wrong, and Blunderman did not unfuck himself. So I thought he needs to move up. Eze not allowed to express himself. He's not officially an Arteta's newest robot. Waste of a super player. Yeah, he's going to be. You see the Jack Grealish effect at City, and Jack Grealish, and the only reason why people don't speak of it at City is because they won a treble, won a bunch of cups. But there is no way Jack Grealish enjoyed playing like that. You see him now. Looks like a completely different player. We are never proactive. This guy wants to micromanage everything. Just let the players play free. Yeah. And that's when you'll get the best Eze. But unfortunately, yeah, we're not going to get that under him. I think that's where you're going to see the best Eze. That's where you're going to see the best Ethan. That's even when you're going to see the best Saka. Semenya would have been brilliant for this game. Just get that. Let's get that. That is one player Arsenal should sign in January. 75 million is nothing. 75 million is chump change for a Premier League title in 21 years, isn't it? I'm here for it. No matter the squad has, Arteta, he will never change. We're in big fucking trouble. It feels like that, don't it? It's that familiar feeling. Like we felt this at Anfield in 2023. Remember that? We felt this at West Ham away in that same season when we're up 2-0 and fucked that one off. We felt it. Yeah? We felt this feeling 23-24 against Villa. Yeah? We felt this feeling last year against Fulham, against Villa again, against Brighton. It feels, we know what it feels like. Yep, not gonna lie. And I don't feel good about it. I'll say it. Saka is playing terrible. He's becoming a Timu version of that stat padding Salah everyone's talking about. And I said it earlier, Suj, that he's going to be looking at Nani Madueke after the international break, get some valuable minutes, get some minutes from him where he's going to be like, bro, BBK, remember we was discussing positive and negative supporters. He's proving everyone wrong. Hey. But okay, so I haven't consumed any content since the game is over. I locked the game off. I went and did my thing, did my daily duties, my daily chores. So I haven't seen where this man is saying or that man is saying about it. I haven't seen any of the AFTV fan cams. I don't know what kind of spin they're putting on this. I haven't even heard Arteta spin. I haven't heard any of it. Yeah? But there is no way they can spin this anything other than 2 points dropped. Boateng getting a breast reduction. We got Spurs and Chelsea. Now, yeah, these are 2 W's. So you see how we beat Slavia Prague, and it allows us to draw the Bayern Munich game, and it's calm. No one will panic if we draw that game, right? Now, the fact that we've drawn this game, that makes these 2 must-wins. Because if we don't win these 2 games, City and Liverpool are going to win their next 3. Favorites to win their next 3. Then what? Then we're not at the top of the table. What are they going to say then? You know what I'm saying? Hey, this game tells me we need to go back to blitzing teams, but obviously we won't because the manager has PTSD. The clean sheets were nice, but we haven't started putting teams away early. Facts. I don't even think we got an abundance of corners today to even put for Declan to put on anyone's platter to score. But we did score 2 goals from open play. Brilliant winning the ball back from Declan. He was my man of the match today. I'm not sure who FootMob gave man of the match. You all in the chat can let me know who you thought was the man of the match today. If I'm giving my man of the match to any of the 24, it's not going to be an Arsenal player. This is a good result for Sunderland. This is a terrible result for us. So I'm either giving it to Ballard or Xhaka, for them because we stunk today, man. Is it a good draw in the bigger scheme of things? The goal was decent at the end. Nah, mob. This stinks. And one is the main reason why I say this is not a good draw in the grand scheme of things is we drew from winning position. This was the thing that bit us in the ass last year, where we dropped like 21 points from winning positions. now you fortified the defense. You made the defense stronger, so you shouldn't be conceding late in games in that way with our center back begging for a foul. Let's go up and win the ball, Gabriel. You're taller than him. You're bigger than him. Stronger than him. Position yourself well. Focus. It's a big moment in the game, and you fucked it. I think this was 2 points dropped. I'm sorry, but and you man, now you see why I don't do watch-alongs, yeah? Now you see. I put the phone down and all this, and I actually sat right here and watched the game in the background. And I'm saying to myself, imagine if I was doing a watch-along right now. My computer would probably be broken. The shit would be, you know? So I'm not. Sunderland away. £1 billion squad, best squad in Europe, best defense. And this should be a low-risk watch-along. Yeah? But this is what happens. I'll do watch-alongs when we have the damn league wrapped up and then it's just vibes. But Sunderland, they're staying up. They are not going down. So Wolves, bye-bye. Wolves have been formally exchanged as of today for Sunderland. Now, West Ham, Forest, and Burnley, you're going to duke it out with Leeds and someone else that's struggling to stay up. No one below me can banter me. You can't throw rocks at the sun. That's the only silver lining, is that we couldn't be superseded or surpassed or usurped or one of those fancy words that Stephen A. used. We'll go through the international break on top. The only thing we got right now. But Sunderland play good football. Get the F out of here with that BS excuses. Sack him already. Yeah, they can play all the good football you want. Okay, Sunderland play good football. Let's play better football. Like, you are Arsenal Football Club. You are title challengers, not Sunderland. They're a newly promoted team. Right? Now, did Sunderland win the championship? I think not. If he will say, if you carry Arteta go war, your whole platoon dead, weakest link. Yeah, that's what. So this is what I mean when I say I won't follow anyone blindly into an ambush. He is the lieutenant or the captain that would lead you into an ambush. That's when Chief has to come in and be like, nah, bro, we're not doing that. We're taking the ASR, the alternate supply route. You know, they know that we go down the MSR, the main supply route, all the time. They don't plan a whole bunch of IEDs in the road. And this right here, when they're up on that hill, they can attack us. We're not going there. We're taking the other. It's longer, but it's safe. Or safer, or less risk. I think I will, man. I just can't take it anymore. Saliba and Gabriel were rattled today. But that's the thing. Saliba and Gabriel, they should enjoy this. They should relish in the opportunity to be the two best center backs in the world to see their team out. This is what I expect from them two. That's what we call them, right? There's Timber, the fullbacks, and then there's them two when we pick in the starting lineup, because we know it's them. They should love these opportunities that they've been given to carry out. And, hey, Trossard did the thing. Saka did the thing to equalize. Trossard put you ahead. Now it's your turn to see out the game, because the manager isn't. The manager is inviting pressure onto you, so you have to overcome this layer of stress that the manager just throw into your lap. He'll be here. He'll be here when the fog clears. That's it. He's going back to Bayern. First half players were poor. Last 10 minutes, Arteta froze. Yeah, first half we were dead. They were way better than us in the first half. The entire. So I will give Sunderland all the credit in the world for playing the way they played, but we completely shat the bed today. Not gonna lie. LFC, man, he's a monster. He would have been there, Henry's successor, had he come to Arsenal. Shane, who are we talking about? I may have missed that there. Yeah, but big up, man. Big up to Mateo. Latvian Gunnar. We scored 2 goals in the second half. That's not poor. 1 sub is on Arteta. Yeah, so I'm gonna look for him. Brother, hey, you're a modern day fan, man. Bayern, but I don't know who you're gonna be rooting for. And was it November 24th or 23rd? Whenever we play them, I guess whoever comes out on top, that's who you're gonna be back in that day. Did anyone catch the on? I don't even know what the fuck that is. This feed tilt. Yeah, I don't. James B from the Gooniverse, when he was over at AFTV drinking, Top Gooner Kool-Aid, was all over this field tilt shit. The Quaddy said, we need another midfielder. I touched on this morning where I'm hoping that we go find one, but it can't just be, hey, we need another midfielder. Go drop 100 bags on Baleba. Like we got to go scout these players and find them before they turn into Baleba. So find Baleba before Baleba. Go find Caicedo before Caicedo. If Brighton can do it, why can't we do it? Are their scouts just head and shoulders above our scouts? But I do agree that we do need more. Odegaard is nowhere near right. His captain's performance today, his ability to sniff out danger kept us in that game today. No lie. Many times we find ourselves out of position and Declan was just cleaning up. That's what I want him to do. That's where he's effective. Clean up, give the ball to Eze. Goal. That's it. And if Declan Rice knows that's his sole purpose for the day, break up play and just give the ball to Eze and let Eze do Eze things. Right? Because I think everyone is expecting Eze to be dribbling, man, and doing all this and that. Declan broke up the play, gave it to Eze, and he knew what the hell to do with the ball. Play to Marino, boom. Lays it off for Saka in the net. 300 backs for Saka. He deserves it for all the time he's carried Arsenal on his back. But as for now, no way. And that's the thing. If you get into the habit of paying players for past performances, then you end up on very economically unavailable very economical, unattractive contracts. Yeah, if you're paying players for what they've done for you versus because now what you have a younger version of Saka who's performing better than him, and then it becomes market value. Okay, 20 goals a season a striker gets this much, but he's 39, but you're paying him for what he used to do. Okay, I'm a 20 goal a season striker. I'm 25 years old now. I want the same, if not more. And if I'm 20 something and I'm bagging that, then when I renegotiate my contract in 2 years' time, then it's gonna go one way. I'm done watching football for now, man. I know Arteta will bottle it for the millionth time. I got that funny feeling, man. I got that funny feeling. It was 2-1. Sub on Max and Ethan. Sunderland was on the back foot. Yep. And at least, Max would have won you a pen. That's what Max is great at. Max comes on. He's going to win you a pen, bro. He's going to take on his man. He's probably going to beat him. He's going to be direct. Because Saka was cooking old boy over there for a minute. Got him booked on the yellow and all that. You take Saka off and you bring on Max and let Max do him. I would have been up for it. Godfrey's been on the run before he retired. Rice should have chosen Bayern. Arsenal is fucking shit because of Arteta. Nah, I don't think Rice is the problem. I think whoever the next manager is that inherits the squad is gonna love the fact that he has a Declan Rice, that he has a Eze, that he has a Saliba and a Gabriel and a Timber and a Skelly and an Ethan. That manager is gonna love that, and the Yuckeress. You know what I'm saying? Sheldon said the boys lost their shit today. Thank God for this international break. They needed it. So here's the thing, Sheldon. Most of the Arsenal starting 11 are internationals. The Sunderland players, most of them, man, aren't. Right? And if they are, they aren't like mainstays. Right? Xhaka and one or two others. So these men are going on international break, but they're not really getting a break. Because on the 13th, England play who? Is it Albania or Serbia or something? Like, these men are going to... Declan and Saka definitely going to play. Tuchel are going to play him. I don't know if Gabriel go play in this meaningless game against Senegal for Brazil. Pray that he doesn't get hurt. There's no bunch of travel involved because I think that game is at the Emirates. That game is actually in London, Brazil versus Senegal. But Saliba's going to go play for France. You know, Calafiori's going to go play for it. So they're getting a break, but they're really not. Neves kept saying something that we're going to score, putting 2-2 in the chat. Let's see if Neves turn up tomorrow when you're doing the watch along. For yeah, I'll blame Ian Wright. Ian Wright is the reason why I support this damn club, and now Arteta is being the reason why I'm starting to. I'm not gonna say hate my club, but I hate him in charge of it. Right, him being the head of the snake is annoying. Big up to Normski, fuming, bruv. Hope you're good, Normski. Other than these men ruining our weekend, and it feels like a loss, and for all intents and purposes, I'm gonna call it as such. Because we only lost 4 games last year, but 14 draws. I mean, shit, you play 3 games and you draw all 3, you're undefeated, yeah? Yeah. But you lose 1 and win 2, you got twice the amount of points. So that's 2 draws already. 4 points dropped, all at the feet of Arteta. And we throw in the 3 that he dropped at Anfield, and we're 7. We're going to keep Arteta 7. Now, there will be games where we drop points and it's not down to him. So, for example, say we went to Stadium of Light and we were peppering their goal today, and fucking and Reeves had the game of his life, like the he had at the Emirates a couple years ago when we were peppering their goal, and he made all those saves. Fair. But he wasn't making save after save after save. I mean, the defenders were blocking more of the shots. That last-minute ditch by Mourinho, it wasn't even a save. You know? Zimmermandy had hit the crossbar in the first half. But other than that, we did not work him. We didn't work the goalie. Ransom Benz has to walk off all this stress. I'm going to die of a heart attack. Yeah, I don't think we can take 38. We got 27 more weeks of this. Now, the cherry on top of this result will be someone getting injured. Yeah, for fuck's sake. And that damn Calafiori, he is known for international duties. Now, with all this being said, Odegaard, Madueke, and all these men, they're staying their ass in London. Yeah, they're not going anywhere. Gyökeres, none of them. Stay on and recover. I'm not hearing any of it. Who's playing in front of Gabriel or Saliba? Nah, no one should play in front of him. Are you talking about for Brazil? Or are you talking about for France? France, Brazil, or for Arsenal? I thought Gabriel and Saliba they just needed to deal with what they had to deal with today. See out the game. You know? Big up to Binks. Appreciate you checking in. We're mad. We're angry. But we're ungrateful and we're unworthy because we don't blindly follow Arteta to no avail. Have Sunderland shown the blueprint on how to rattle us? Woo! I think Sunderland's strategy was similar to what Slavia Prague did. They just executed it better. Be very direct, very physical to begin with. Big up to Mateo. Appreciate you becoming a member. Make sure that you are tuned in on Tuesday around 7 p.m.-ish UK time for the members only stream. Appreciate you, bro. Give you a round of applause for that. While I sip on my yak. But even if Sunderland gave the rest of the league the blueprint, you as the man who makes £15.6 million have to adjust to the adjustment. Right? You have to come up with a blueprint to counteract the blueprint. You don't just have to sit on your hands and say, oh, they figured us out. You know? It's not facts. It's not his player. Bertha signing, we say. November 26th, Mateo, I'm all Arsenal all the way in. It'll take 10 years off my life. But you know what? We'll fuck around and beat Bayern. We will beat Bayern, and then they'll come take this stream. And they will take the Bruce Banana from this upcoming Thursday that we're going to do. And then they will use that and say, look how ungrateful they are again. But as if what we're saying right now is irrelevant at the time, like we didn't shit the bed today. of all the title challengers, right? Of Liverpool, City, Arsenal, we had the easiest fixture of the weekend or the most favorable matchup. And we played first and we fucked it, right? Now, it was in a case of just too many eyes on us. All eyes on me. Tupac said things like Dr. Seymour Butts told us earlier.
All eyes on me. Roll up in the club and shit. All eyes on me.
All eyes on us. And we made a meal of it. A complete meal of it. The mentality monster got swatted by the black cats. Yeah, the black cats, you know. The cats. I feel like we just got beaten 10-0, even though we draw. Why is that? Because we were leading the game with the best defense in the world, and the boys fought back, right? And it actually would have been a lift, right? Because we went down 1-0 at St. James's Park, fought back, won the game, albeit at the end. So this would have been, right? Character building. You gutted it out, grind out a result, down 1-0. And that stadium, the Stadium of Light it's not all hype. It's the real deal. Tough place. They haven't lost there this year, right? But we have the best road record as well. And we had it in our hands. You have to get that over the line. And I feel the same way, G. Will. No chest, no cap. I literally feel the same way, my bro. I think MLS can be that midfielder. How about Paqueta at West Ham? But that Paqueta going to jail. Whenever those betting things resurface, he going to jail. Or he's about to be banned. Yeah, we don't want them type of problems. You never take Saka off. Never. Saka played a full 90 against Slavia Prague. We're up 3-0. And we scored the third goal in the 68th minute. 70th minute, Saka should have been off the pitch. And today, he should have been substituted, not because of rest, because they could a tactical adjustment in our favor. Because Xhaka is not chasing down Ethan. He's not catching him. I'm sorry. You can tell the injury has taken a toll on Saka. Arteta murdered him, but they won't admit it. Nothing that will put their Lord Mikel into a bind. They will not. The manager needs to be sacked. I don't give a fuck if we win the Prem. As long as the manager keeps making top four, he won't be sacked. Nah, that can't. I don't think Berta is here for that. Sheldon said, "Did you get your rank from past performance, or did you wake up and get it? It's about time we stop throwing stones while we live in a glass house." No, so when you get promoted in the army, right? The thing that we read from literally says potential, demonstrated potential. He is there promoted to such and such. So you get evaluated on paper. So we get what we call these evaluation reports every year, or whatever. You get a new boss, you get an evaluation report. That rates your performance. But your promotion is based on your potential. That's how it works here. And I got quite a few of them. CW4. If you know that for 20 years. Big up to Normski. Big up to you, man. Saka should not play on the international break. Lad is still injured. I'm 1,000% certain he's gonna play. He's gonna start. And it's going to be one of those games where, England, if they're blowing the teams away, Tuchel will actually manage him. I think the last international break, he did score early and then got taken off. I think he was managed well over the last international break. This one, I'm not sure. It should be, because England is already qualified, if I'm not mistaken. Big up, Binks. Arteta is a fraud. Proof we can win. We can't win with Haram ball. Binks. We're going to have to win in spite of him. Like, the players are going to have to perform out their skin, because the Arteta tax was on full display today. It was no getting around it. I meant the international break for Arsenal. Recoup, regroup, and reset. Okay, got you, bro. Uh, why are we inviting pressure on? Yeah, because the best defense things get to his head, I think. He trusts the damn defense too much. Where he thinks, okay, I got the best defense, let me throw on another defender by aggregate, it should be even stronger. Nah, bro. A ball get played into the box, ping pong, flicks on. You're playing, it's like roulette, you know. Big up to Mateo, man. Thank God for this coming up. Thank God for you all. There it is, the F-bomb. What Norski saying? We apparently are not fit to wear the Arsenal because we hold our club and manage to account. Yeah. But the thing is, he wouldn't mind if you held the club to account. It's the minute that Jez said Arteta is tactically inept is what triggered him. He got triggered because we criticize Arteta. They don't like that. You can criticize Arsenal and lump it all in there. But the minute you isolate the blame or you slice up the blame pie and you start to hand slices out, Arteta gets none of it. You know, it was Edu that was recruiting all the shit players, and it was Arteta who scouted all the good ones. So it was a Timber, Arteta signing. Kivior, oh, that was Edu. Gunnar Souls. Yes, I'm putting his name to it. That's some shit that Gunnar Souls would say. Every shit player that we got, or any player that didn't bang, was Edu. And all the good ones, you know, Arteta. Arteta signed Gabriel. Arteta signed Timber. But it was Edu that scouted Fabio Vieira and Kivior. Remember them ones? Yeah, for now. He's cleared for now, but there's always more. You don't get caught for speeding the first time you speed. You know, so yeah. But I don't know. I just think Paqueta. I don't know. I don't know about Paqueta, man. I think he's a good player, but you know, does he? I think Skelly can give us pretty much the same things, except for the shooting. He can shoot from distance. Blunderman is going to be determined to prove his point. Yeah, that's the narc in him. You remember I predicted we would win 2-1 under Sunderland, would score first on the show with Waffle Don. I placed a bet on it. I was going to play. Oh, shit. My bad. Yeah, Eros, you know how that goes. Yeah, man, but big up to you, man. Big up to you. Got to put out on Christmas gifts and lights and shit already. Ballad ex-Arsenal. Did he make a senior cap for us? I remember him like the under 21s in that, but I don't remember him making like any senior caps for us. In attack and defense, as a center back, he took our best defense to school. Yeah, I don't think he's a good player, but I think, you know, I think right now, left wing, we plugged that hole. Even though Trossard was actually good today, you know, for once, Trossard will start and give you a fantastic performance. Normally, when he starts, he'll give us a dud, give us a couple of moments, but he was actually good today. And I actually feel bad for Trossard that he didn't end up with the game ball and the winner. Now, like I said, I haven't consumed any content, so I don't know who's saying what about this result, but I do expect once I go into the spaces, I'm going to hear men try to polish a turd and try to pretty it up. You know, it doesn't matter how much you polish the turd, bro. It's still a piece of shit, right? And this was a piece of shit performance from the manager. You know, he was coward. It was technically inept. The exact words that Jez used that triggered them lot. Technically inept today. Wasn't good. And it cost us 2 more points for a total of 7. And if he has lost us 7 points in 11 games, right? Just you do the whole trajectory thing. If he loses 7 more points over the next 11 games, and then 7 more points over the next 11 games, we get to match week 33. We're not top. We can't chase anyone down. We have to do the Liverpool thing. We have to do a wire to wire. We have to start strong, finish strong. But now we've opened the door for City. Well, it was already open because a 6-point lead wasn't safe anyway. Not when you have to go to their graph. But the fact that he deliberately chose to invite pressure on to us today really annoyed me. 100 mil get Bruno G. You know, I'm starting to actually hear the debate that people are having between Tonali and Bruno. Because I actually think Bruno is the better player. But most of the Newcastle fans prefer Tonali, and a lot of rivals that I'm listening to, they're making a good case for Tonali. But shit, he got gambling issues as well, so I don't know. But this is what I'm saying. I'm trying to get away from the 100 million splash. Like, we need to go sign these players before they become 100 million pound players. You know, and from what I'm hearing from the spaces, I do think we believe that Berta can do that for us. Always has to be an ex-Arsenal player haunting us. Can't escape it for no reason. Hey, I'm not gonna lie, Xhaka was floating some dangerous passes into spaces, you know. He was. Just like as soon as Arsenal player leaves, he wins the trophy. Elsewhere, we are trophyless. That same Xhaka that we're talking about. Man, went and racked up an invincible at that. Trust me, the coach we can't watch certain people. Fan cam right now, or else my head gonna explode. Yeah, I'm gonna, sip on my yak and relax for a bit. I'm going out with the wife later anyway, so earbuds, click, and actually listen because I probably will stream tomorrow morning. I'm not going to be on the off topic with Shane, and probably won't be on the catch up with the domestics either because I got you all know that the government is shut down, right? The U.S. government is shut down, so service members like myself and most federal workers run the risk of missing paychecks next pay period. Now, me as a senior military officer, I'm okay. But we have young soldiers and young federal workers who are really struggling. And this is November, it's Thanksgiving month. So I'm working with this organization that we're going to get some turkeys and hand out to like low income families and, soldiers who are struggling. We're going to do that tomorrow. So tomorrow I won't be on YouTube long. So I will be doing that. But the window that I do get to stream, I will be reacting to some of the stuff that I hear overnight, especially to these men who are trying to polish up the third and trying to convince us that what we saw is not what we just saw. We cannot let them convince us that what we saw was the manager being cowardly. That's what he was today. He was trying to see out a lead, a 2-1 lead, a narrow margin, because he did it against West Ham, Palace, and who else we beat 1-0. However, we've been getting away with 1-goal margins for quite a few times, and he thought he could do it again, and it didn't work today. I think Bruno G has more impact. I'm here for it. Homesick? Yeah, so we definitely don't want, Pan could get himself banned so he could just he could go back to Italy. Under Arteta, project players will never prosper. Blunderman is doing the best he can to prove his point. He's over and over. You know what I think, the Assembled? I really think he was trying to shithouse this one and get it over the line just so to get to the international break so he can get his guys back. Because I know you all have seen the reports that Odegaard, Nani, and Havertz will be back after international. Those are his 3 guys. Those are his guys, So when those guys get back, hey, Ethan, stay your ass on the bench. Eze, out you go. Rotation piece. Probably see you in the EFL and the FA Cup. My captain comes back in and all that. Brother, this is how I stay sane. It's the earbuds. It's the Deuce Day in the sweet teacup. I shouldn't even put the Deuce up. Not that they're paying me. But I got these Bose earbuds. I just put this one in, and she's on this side. She's just I'll be like, yeah, babe. I'm listening. I'm listening to you, brother. This is how I listen to your stream. This is how I listen to Normski. This is how I listen to Shane and Views and the Waffle Don. She's, and you know, she's not gonna watch this. So, big up to Mateo, man. Love, bro. You was putting up those decorations. Preach that shit. I've been volunteering at a local kitchen to try to help out. Yeah, man. So I'm fortunate that I'm not, to the point where I'm gonna miss any. But yeah, like a brand new soldier who just joined, was on or private first class or corporal salary, and he's got a family up here, especially up here in the Pacific Northwest, where the gas is expensive and shit, are really struggling, man. So yeah, I'm just trying to help out the best I can. Big up to Normski. I won't be calling anyone ungrateful or unworthy of wearing the shirt. Yeah, all the women come alive. Yeah, they just go around the stores and it's nothing but smiles. And I go with the medicine and just yep. That one goes. She ain't watching this shit, man. She's somewhere getting ready, planning our night. I have no idea where we're going, but it's one of them ones. Members only stream is on the 11th, which is Tuesday, which is Veterans Day. I'm off that day as well. And imagine the government still shut down on Veterans Day, and the veterans don't get paid on Veterans Day. It's gonna be a mad one. But people, I'm gonna love y'all and I'm gonna leave y'all. I hope I didn't fume too much today. I think I've been relatively calm, I actually think I've been relatively calm because I was fuming during the game right after, but I've calmed down a bit. And you know what? I appreciate y'all because y'all really helped me calm down. It was. I know I wasn't crazy, right? I know I wasn't crazy. I appreciate the comments. Glad to know how you men are feeling as well, to make you believe that today we dropped 2 points. However, they tried to pretty this shit up. We did drop 2 points. What can we say? We're not gonna make it easy for ourselves should we win this title, yeah? But this is what we always say: the road to a championship is not paved smoothly. It's always gonna be bumps, ups and downs. Well, today was one of the downs. Going into the international break, we have to live with it for 2 weeks, but we're still top. Just like someone said, I think it was Sheldon who said we're still top, or G Wills. That's the only silver lining in this club, but it's not. For how much longer? But like I always say, people, wait, almost hit the end on this stream. Had some great Noche Buena memories. Arroz Moro, Maduros, and the Coquito. If you don't follow Wifey Skew, it'll be 10,000 years of Mujer Aha. Big up to you. We better win 5-0 against Spurs, Chelsea, and Bayern, and all is forgiven. Now we have to win this league, brother. We have to win this league or we're done out here. But big up to you all, man. Like I always say, people, take care of yourselves and each other. Until next time, we are gone.